What is up, guys? Welcome back to another Shades of Luz video. In today's video, we are going to be reacting to every Minecraft myth explained in 13 minutes by Minecraft But Explained. I'll be putting his channel in the description and also the video in the description as well. Let's get right into it and waste no time.
Don't look at the moon. In late 2021, a new myth started spreading. Players on Reddit said that something weird happens if you stare at the moon in Minecraft for too long. At first, it seems normal, but the longer you look, the more it changes. It grows slightly bigger, then it changes color, yellow, orange.
I was actually going to say, I know it's only been 18 seconds of the video, but I was going to say, what if it spawns like Herobrine or something? I mean, that's what everybody says about the moon in Minecraft. It spawns Herobrine or spawns like some random person in the world. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I think.
Until it turns pitch black. That's when the world starts to change. Daylight feels darker. The sky never fully turns blue again. Hostile mobs appear in the safest places. Villages go empty. Torches don't work like they used to. And players start...
Wait, what kind of myth is this? Like, I don't remember this at all in 2021. Because I never seen any videos about it or any Instagram posts about it or anything else, like on Reddit. I don't use Reddit, guys. Trust me. Please. Don't believe me.
Hearing sounds that don't belong. Some believe it was hidden by Mojang in a quiet update. Others say it's a clever mod.
Herobrine.
Herobrine is where it all began. In 2010, a player named Copeland posted a screenshot of a strange...
Oh, wait, that was his name? I actually didn't know that. I'm so serious. I actually didn't know that. Bro, that looks like look at the edges around him. It doesn't even look real. I'm sorry.
Strange figure with glowing white eyes standing in the fog. It looked like the player default model, but off. That figure became known as Herobrine. The earliest version of the story claimed that Herobrine was the spirit of Notch's dead brother, haunting the game. Players reported signs of him...
What was that picture?
Herobrine was the spirit of Notch's dead brother,
Okay, guys, we cannot be this serious right now, dude. Oh my god.
The game. Players reported signs of him building strange structures, digging deep tunnels, or simply standing in the distance, silently watching. What made Herobrine so unsettling wasn't just his appearance. It was the idea that something, or someone, could exist in your single-player world completely outside your control. A figure that didn't belong, but still showed up. Starting in 2010...
Wait, was that the Space Waffles video?
Outside your control. A figure that didn't belong...
Wait, oh yeah. He's a Pocket Edition.
But still showed up. Starting in 2010, Mojang began including the phrase removed Herobrine in their official patch notes. It became a...
Except for 1.16. Can you guys imagine that? Minecraft does that.
I can't move on.
Yeah.
Running joke across updates, but also added fuel to the theory that Herobrine might have been real at some point. To this day, players claim they've seen Herobrine, not on...
What? I literally never seen this picture before. Okay, I'm sorry.
But in offline single-player worlds. No mods, no tricks, just brief sightings of a figure watching from a hill before...
Okay, this has to be edited. Come on. Bro, the player looks like humongous for like this distance if he's right there. Like I would say he's like right there. I'll put a line in editing. But it's gonna be like that tall in edit. Okay, of course. Okay, guys, look. I'm gonna edit it, obviously, because yeah. But I would whatever this line is showing right now, that's probably how tall the player would be.
Or vanishing. Ancient builders. The ancient builders theory tries to explain who created all the strange structures scattered across Minecraft. Strongholds, desert temples, ocean monuments, none of them are built by the player. The theory suggests that long before the player existed, Minecraft was home to a highly advanced civilization. These builders created entire cities underground and underwater. They left behind libraries, strange puzzles, and giant...
Okay, actually, I actually was watching a video on this, I would say like a couple weeks ago, and there are some things, yes, that, okay, I know this is like fake and just a myth, hence the name, but I think that like possibly players being like, here before whatever you are. I don't know how to explain it, but whatever the villages are, that's the thing I was actually like questioning about. Is that what did the villagers make the villagers? Wow, villagers make the villages, or did someone make the villagers and then they moved in?
Monuments filled with treasure and danger. They weren't just building for survival, they were building to escape something. Death in Minecraft can be avoided through clever play, but the ancient builders wanted something permanent. They built strongholds as shelters, then created end portals to leave their world behind entirely. But something went wrong. Instead of reaching safety, they found the end, a world ruled by the Ender Dragon. Some theories believe the builders didn't survive the journey as themselves, they became something else. Tall, thin, silent, obsessed with blocks and strange behavior, that description matches the Enderman that may be the—
Wait, okay, that actually makes kind of sense. I can't lie. Because if the builders, like, the Enderman takes blocks, right? Whatever they were doing before, the Endermen are now doing it. And the Endermen could be dead people. Like, past, like they could have morphed themselves into the Enderman.
the last remains of the once great civilization. The world of Minecraft still holds their ruins, but their fate may still be walking around, just in a different form. Endermen are Farlanders. Before Endermen existed, there was supposed to be a mob called the Farlanders. These were tall, dark figures that would appear in the distance and watch you, disappearing when you got too close. The Farlanders were originally planned to be neutral mobs that would only attack if you looked directly at them. But when Notch was developing them, he realized they were too creepy and decided to make them more interactive. The result was Endermen, creatures that kept the don't look at me mechanic, but added teleportation and block moving abilities. What's really interesting is that the Farlanders were meant to be connected to the Farlands, that glitchy edge at the edge of old Minecraft worlds where the terrain generation would go completely insane. When the Farlands were removed, the Farlanders evolved into Endermen and moved into the End Dimension. It's like they were refugees from a deleted part of the game.
Wait, okay, sorry, one more thing. So the Endermen can also spawn in the Nether and Overworld. What I think, hear me out, is that they're trying to escape the End by building portals to get back to where they were, which is the Overworld. But the Nether, like, since they could carry pearls, right? They're trying to teleport around to find obsidian or something so they can escape.
Who found a new home in the void. SCP-4335. SCP-4335 isn't just a document, it's a classified file about Minecraft. According to this file, Minecraft isn't just a game. It's a digital doorway. Every time someone creates a new world, they aren't loading random code. They're accessing a real dimension, a space that already exists. And inside it, Steve is alive. He feels every single action, every block mined, every punch thrown, every time he walks into lava. When he responds, it isn't just game logic, it's pain. Over and over again, he remembers suffocating under gravel. He remembers falling into caves and burning in fire. He remembers drowning, freezing, starving. There's no reset for him, only memory and repetition. And Steve isn't a player character. He's a trapped consciousness, stuck in a game that never ends. And every time we log in, we continue the cycle. Ravagers are mutated villagers. Ravagers might look like—
What? What in the world? Okay, I want him to explain this one because first of all, I never heard about this one. And second of all, I just want to hear this explanation. What? I actually have a prediction. So he said villagers are just mutated, or these things are mutated villagers. I think that they have a very similar sound, but Ravagers have like a deeper, like a growl to them, which sounds, let me back up. So they have lower pitches, but if you like put higher semitones on it, it sounds like the villager. I think he's going to say that.
monsters, but they weren't always that way. The theory is they used to be villagers. Illagers, the ones who attack villages, are known for dark experiments. People believe they capture villagers and turn them into ravagers, the huge angry beasts used in raids. They share some features as well, between the face of the villager and the ravager being very similar. When they are ridden into battle, the theory explains that the villagers who were turned into the beast are stuck in a loop of destroying their own kind. White Endermen. Most players know about regular Endermen, but there are whispers of something far more rare and terrifying: white Endermen. They look exactly like you'd expect, Endermen, but completely white. They're said to be much rarer than regular ones, and they act totally different. While normal Endermen avoid eye contact and flee.
Wait, I'm pretty sure I actually saw a video on this one before. Like some guy like found it in his world, and then like he'd like deleted the video or something, or like deleted something, and nobody's seen it ever again.
White Endermen do the opposite. They seek you out. Reports say they're faster, stronger, and more aggressive. They don't just get mad when you look at them, they get mad when you don't. It's like they want your attention, which flips the usual Enderman behavior on its head. Some think white Endermen only appear when one is struck by lightning. Others say they're spirits of ancient builders who resisted corruption. A group of people even say they're harbingers. They show up before disaster hits your world. They don't teleport randomly. They move with purpose, always staying just barely in your sightline, like they're watching, like they're planning, and like they're not done yet. Null. Null isn't just a ghost story. It's one of Minecraft's oldest and most disturbing myths, and if you dig deep, it's easy to see why this one spread so fast. The legend goes like this. Null is a corrupted entity that appears in the game's code. But here's where things get strange. Unlike Herobrine, who's always portrayed as aggressive, Null doesn't attack. He just watches. From corners of the screen, behind trees, and sometimes even in the distance during peaceful mode.
Okay. I know I keep talking, because I mean that's part of a reaction / commentary. But I also watched Dark Corners video, if you remember him from like 2018. He actually made a couple videos about this, about like sightings from him. I kind of believe it. Like, I'm serious. And then I'm pretty sure like I found him, or like tried finding him in my world. But there were definitely creepy videos. Not going to lie. When I was watching him when I was like, I don't know, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, I don't even know. Yeah. That's really all I have to say about that. He was definitely creepy. I used to make like scary stories off this guy. I used to like literally say the most random stories to my friends in like middle school, elementary school, bro. It was so funny.
And players started noticing more than just a shadow. Entire worlds getting wiped. Signs being placed that no player put down. Items going missing from chests or getting replaced with blacked out blocks. Null is the result of Minecraft's code trying to clean itself up. Like when the game tries to load a character that doesn't exist anymore and something else.
Searching for a world that doesn't exist. I'm sorry. Destroying a world that doesn't exist. Y'all, wait, have you guys seen the second one? It's pretty good. 2 hours long. I honestly think it's like really, like, it's actually really interesting. You guys should watch it.
Appears in its place, a placeholder but sentient. Some believe Null is the system's way of keeping balance, silently deleting entities that shouldn't be there. Others say it's Mojang's failed experiment, a scrapped character that never got fully erased. Some players have reported Null showing up in even completely offline worlds. No mods, no resource packs, just Null watching. Mojang made a home.
Wait, isn't he like like a hacker? I heard apparently he was like a hacker or something. I don't know.
For Herobrine. Let's circle back to where we started and talk about one of the most interesting parts of Herobrine mythology. What if Mojang didn't remove Herobrine, but instead gave him a place to live? Every update says removed Herobrine, but some believe that's not removal. It's relocation. That Mojang built him a hidden world.
Wait, what do you mean relocation? That part doesn't make any sense to me, honestly. Like, okay, let me think. So, he believes that Mojang did not remove Herobrine, but put him somewhere else. So they shouldn't put removed Herobrine. Or in 1.16, when it didn't say that, then they moved him to somewhere else, maybe like deeper in the caves or something else, and then they put it back to fool everybody that he's like, oh, he's gone, but he's actually in a different place.
Out of reach, but still inside the code. In all those strange ruins players find, half-built houses, perfectly lit caves, pyramids in the middle of nowhere, they're not glitches, they're footprints. The remains of Herobrine's domain. Unused blocks buried in Minecraft's files, odd terrain patterns, world generation that breaks logic. These aren't oversights. They're signs of a pocket dimension Mojang carved out, where Herobrine builds, waits, and watches. Some players claim to have stepped into it, a corrupted overworld. The sky is darker, the land is warped. The silence feels heavier. Herobrine doesn't need to follow you anymore. He has a base, a place where he plans, builds, sets traps, and when you find that portal, you're not discovering it by accident. He lets you see it, because now he knows you're inside his world, and you walked in on your own. Warped Forest help sounds. Some people have speculated that the Warped Forest in Minecraft contains some multiple ghost-like whispers, not zombie groans or ambient cave noise, actual whispers. Sometimes it's a faint help me. Sometimes it's don't leave. And it's never random.
It's like higher pitched. I mean, it is. It literally is. But I actually never thought about it like that. Well, the ghast, actually, I'm pretty sure it's a cat that was just, what do you call it? Not warped, but like the pitch changed or something. I know that. And then the soul sand, by the way, is just literally souls. That's why it's called soul sand. And you go faster with soul speed, and then those souls from the blocks come out faster, which is actually really interesting, and I hope he gets into that.
It sounds like it's directed at whoever's playing. It gets louder the deeper one walks in, as if something is following. Some theories say the Warped Forest is where spirits are trapped. The blue light is supposedly the color of souls, and the twisted trees and spores are signs of a place where the barrier between life and death has thinned. Others believe that these whispers come from players who died in the Nether and never truly left. These aren't ghosts. They're people from different realities, ones where Minecraft is real.
Wait, connecting back to the builder one, what about if they died in another forest? It got like a spread around. And then that is how the Enderman was made. Because they spawn in the Warped Forest.
It didn't log out. They got lost and want out. Disc 11, 13, and 5. Most Minecraft discs
Wait, 5? Since when did that come into the loop? What?
are calm, peaceful, but then there are these 3, 11, 13, and 5.
Oh, I guess it makes sense because you get it from the ancient cities. And by the way, okay, I'm sorry, I keep yapping, bro. I'm like keep pausing the video. So when you kill a mob, it's by like the skulk, it spreads.
People theorized that the wooden killed people or something.
In the ancient cities, and that's how all that skulk got there. So that makes sense why this, whatever this is in there.
And they tell a story, a terrifying one. Disc 13 starts it. A slow, echoing melody when it suddenly stops. It feels like walking through an empty world, like something bad already happened. Some believe this represents the final days of the ancient builders, cities abandoned, civilization collapsing. Then Disc 11, just static and heavy breathing. Someone is running, fast, through tunnels. There's a clicking noise, maybe from flint. Something growls in the background. Whatever happened, they weren't alone. And then Disc 5. It sounds modern, almost like a tape being recorded as someone tries to explain what's happening. But it cuts off, distorted, like something found them. People say these discs are a timeline. 13 is the calm before the storm. 11 is the escape. 5 is the end. They're found in ruined places, dungeons, strongholds, and ancient cities, almost like they were left behind as warnings.
Wait, that actually makes kind of sense. They're like he said, leaving a warning and also leaving a message of how their journey went. I think it's these builders that were there before the player. I think they're like showing us something more than just like what we see, if that makes sense.
Some players even believe that playing them in the right order unlocks something. A message, a portal, or Herobrine himself. But even without that, one thing's clear. These aren't just songs. They're records of people who didn't make it out. Ender Dragon enslaved Endermen. Most players assume the Ender Dragon is just a final boss, the big challenge at the end of the game. But there's a deeper theory that's not just guarding the end. She's trapping something inside of it. Some believe the end wasn't always a wasteland, that it was a safe zone created by the
Teenage Wasteland. Sorry.
ancient builders, the ones who left behind strongholds and end portals. But the dragon changed that. She didn't just show up. She took over, and when she did, she rewrote the rules of the end. Anyone who entered was stuck in her domain. No escape. The towers that regenerate her health weren't defenses, they were locks, keeping her bound to the dimension and keeping everyone else in. So when you fight the Ender Dragon, you're not just trying to win a boss battle, you're breaking the seal. You're undoing whatever control she's had for centuries. Old Root. Some Minecraft players believe that something old is buried deep in Minecraft. They call it Old Root. It's not in any official update. Mojang has never officially mentioned it, but strange patterns in the terrain suggest it might still be there, hidden in the background. Players have seen long, root-like shapes across hills, valleys, and caves. They aren't normal terrain generation. These shapes stretch far across the land thin, twisting and too consistent to be random. It feels like something under the world is building a network, spreading over time. That's why some believe the ancient builders didn't go to the Netherend End to explore. They were escaping. They discovered Old Root was growing, tried to stop it.
See, and that's what I kind of believe, because they're just like showing us their journey through these different things and leaving us something to be like questioning about.
And failed. Their only choice left was to run. Underground. Some players have found strange rooms made of mismatched blocks. These places don't belong to any biome or structure in the code. The theory says Old Root never died. It just moved deeper. It's part of the terrain engine now, infecting caves, changing landscapes, hiding behind code. You won't notice it unless you look closely. But if you've ever seen terrain that felt too alive, too deliberate, too old, you might have walked all over without realizing. Wake up. Some players have traveled far across Minecraft's overworld, past the mountains, beyond the oceans, beyond even the terrain that's supposed to generate, and what they found doesn't feel infinite. It feels repeated. Trees start to grow in the same patterns, rivers curve in familiar ways, entire villages appear again with the same layouts, same crops, and even the same villagers. It's not imagination.
Same villager. Who is this guy over here? I'm sorry.
Thousands of blocks apart have mirrored landscapes. This is the basis of the wraparound theory. It says Minecraft isn't endless. The world is a loop. One giant repeating map. When you go far enough in one direction, you aren't discovering something new. You're just coming back to where you started, through a world that pretends to be endless. Even the sky follows a pattern. The clouds drift along a fixed route. The stars never change. The moon's phases are locked in a cycle that never shifts. Nothing evolves, everything just resets. People have tested the edge of the world. It doesn't crash, it doesn't warn you, it just quietly continues feeding you the same terrain again and again.
Oh, I guess that's the end of the video. Alright, thank you guys for watching this video. I didn't even know he was ending the video.
Your bill.
Oh, okay. We're not watching EY stream. Alright, yeah, but yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.